Okay, ganun po nangyari sa mga. Ganito mangyayari, pagka heart attack na stroke, magbablock ang cerebral artery at coronary artery, right? Now, your LDL, the liver will send LDL to the adrenal gland, so that the adrenal gland can convert. The LDL will distribute cholesterol, and cholesterol, the adrenal gland is converted into, of course, many things. You know that? DHEA, anti-aging hormone, estrogen, progesterone, testosterone, and most importantly, steroid hormone, aldosterone, other things. The steroid hormone will reduce inflammation. It will swarm the coronary arteries or the cerebral arteries. So within minutes, everything is over. So you don't die. You don't die of stroke. The other Saturday, a nurse that I treated, she had a stroke. She was treated by doctors for so many weeks and nothing happened. She's a nurse of the Helsinki General Hospital. And she was almost blind and she could not walk, half body paralyzed. And she did not believe in me before, but she had no choice. She came to a point that she is not improving with the standard practice. What shall I do? So she came to me. I treated her. Because she came to me because she received a message from another person who says, pag ginibag ka rin doktor na tayo, para ka tinamaan ng tagpa. So afterwards, magaling ka na. Ganun kabilis. So I treated her. In 3 days, she was okay. It's almost 1 year. Para sabihin ko, hindi kasi nasa sa DCBB. Every Saturday, you can treat her. DCBB doon ng Malapagis. Masasalita mga pasyente. Every Sunday, I entertain them as young kids. Kumakanta ko. Kumakanta ko. To glorify God. Kasi masyado ako na-depress. Na-depress kasi basang sisiyo na po ako sa medical profession. Isinutan na talaga. Kaya ang aking team siya ngayon I know my soul is so ready. When trouble comes and my heart bounded, then I am still and waiting in the silence until you come and sit around with me. So, si Lord na lang ang natira sa So, yun po ang aking naging teacher. Dahil nag-iisa na ako, mabuti nasambot ako nito sa Pickham. Yung nagkataon talagang basura na ako. Baka natapon ako sa kanal. Marami sa Building College of the Advanced Medicine, nagkaroon ako ng personality. Wala na po akong personality sa medical profession. Dito, meron. Kaya I did my best to present to you the best paper that I could present. This is better than what I presented abroad. Journal, the other thing is, you didn't find out when I started the symposium. Hindi pa tayo nag-umpisa. Ano na ito? Introduction. Okay. Study at Melbourne, Australia. They studied senior citizen women, average 60 years old. Hundreds of women were studied for as long as 8 years. 8 years. At the end of the 8 year, if their total cholesterol and LDL are very, very high, all of them have sound mind and memory. But if the LDL cholesterol is very, very low, lahat po sila buwang. Galing sa buwang. Nakakaintindi pa kayo lahat ng Tagalog. Baka may English. Ano na? Tom Jones. Tom Jones. Sige pala mamaya makatay natin si Tom Jones. Okay. If you lower the total cholesterol LDL, the result is your mind. You'll be out of you will have problems. You can become Alzheimer's. Okay. You will have problems. Memory loss, amnesia. So, if you are going down the stairs, kung bababa ka sa hagdan, pagdating mo sa gitna, then you'll be thinking, where will I go, upward or downward? So you get confused. If that is your situation right now, or sometimes you are looking for your eyeglass and you are blaming everybody, where's my eyeglass, where's my eyeglass? And then your granddaughter will tell you, Lola, that's your eyeglasses there. So that's the problem. When you lower your LDL, you become confused. Okay? Another thing regarding violence. I'll present later on we will see already this next. If the LDL, if the total cholesterol is very low and very high, a study was done in institutions like mental institutions and penitentiary. In the Philippines, we call that MM. In America, MM is Marilyn Monroe. In the Philippines, MM is Muntinlupa and Mandaluyong. They monitor the cholesterol of the inmate. If the total cholesterol is 292 and higher, is that very high? 292, right? Everything is peaceful. But if they lower the cholesterol below 200 at 185 or lower, riot sa mental hospital, riot so you could sa penitentiary. So you could say cholesterol lowering can lead to violence. Violence in the family, violence at work, violence in the institution, violence everywhere. So people are becoming so violent. Masiko mo lang siya, papatay na sila. You understand? Very horrifying. It's cholesterol lowering. So if you lower the cholesterol, your immunity will fall, you cannot fight cancer, you cannot fight infection, and because you cannot fight, you become violent, you become depressed, you kill yourself, or you kill other people. So now, before I present my paper, I'll ask you one question. Is cholesterol good or bad? Raise your hands who says cholesterol is good. Okay. Raise your hand who says cholesterol is still bad. If you raise your hand that cholesterol is good, baka makalusot na ako sa PMA. Pag inipitan nila ako magsalita. Pero kailan ako inipitan, hindi ko alam. Manila Doctors Hospital, I used to be the guest speaker. Quezon City General Hospital, I used to be guest speaker. Diba? 1998, I was guest speaker sa Quezon City General Hospital. Ang nandun pa, I think si Dike Dela pa nag-introduce sa akin. Ang topic ko is how to stay young, beautiful, and handsome. I'm already 66 years old. Hindi naman po ako masyado matanda sa 66 years old. Of course, pag ganyan, matanda na ako. Now, if you look at my skin, ang skin ko po is dalagang-dalaga po. Ang lakas ko, I can beat an elevator up to 10th story. I can run up to 31st story, beating teenager. Dalawang bodyguard ng isang well-known politician, sa kaliwa ko, dalawang kamay, sa kanan dalawang kamay, ginanong ko. So you can see, kahit na po senior citizen, malakas pa. Just because mataas ang intake ng saturated fat and cholesterol. Yun na po akong tuloy. Appetizer. My appetizer is nothing but milk and honey. I'll talk a little about that. Okay po, no? Pag tayo mag-start. The Lord said, so that you may live down the land I'm going to give you to possess, a land flowing with milk and honey. And the people drank milk and they ate honey, and they lived for 900 years. Well, that's quite long already, right? So the Lord replied, milk and honey can prevent all diseases. Milk and honey can treat all diseases. Do you agree with that or not? Who says agree? Who says they don't agree? Okay. Milk and honey can prevent all diseases, no exception. Milk and honey can treat all diseases, no exception. Milk and honey is a fountain of youth. I will explain a little. And you see the slide that I present. Why it can prevent all diseases. Dengue, anything under the sun. Tuberculosis, cancer, hepatitis, HIV, anything under the sun. That's why hepatitis is hard to treat. HIV is hard to treat because they're afraid of drinking full cream milk. So what kind of milk should you drink and what honey should you take? The milk should be the one drank by Abraham, Isaac, and Moses. And the honey should be the same as eaten by Abraham, Isaac, and Moses. So where would you get this milk and honey? Well, it's available in my clinic. Ganito yun. The milk should be unpasteurized. They call it raw. And full cream, not non-fat. I'll explain it. And the honey should be wild, not cultured. If it is wild, the honey came from the flowers. The flowers contribute a lot of anti-cancer. Caffeic acid ester, that kills cancer cells. They're found in wild honey. But cultured, how do you culture honey? Well, you go to the market, you buy sugar, and then you add water, cook the sugar, convert that into something like, syrup, and then feed that to the honeybee. The bee will be talking with one another, pare-pare. Masarap pala dito ko na lang tumira. Kasi hindi ka nalilipad sa mundo. You don't have to fly to the mountain to get the nectar. Dito, andito na yung ating honey. You just take it, put it there, then we can see. If you take cultured honey, you get a lot of sugar, your cancer will metastasize. Sugar kills cancer, honey kills cancer. If you have diabetes, you're subject to problems with hyperglycemic coma. And you get insulin injection, you get hypoglycemic coma. Both sides you get coma, right? The only solution, you get honey. Honey prevents hypoglycemic coma, low blood sugar coma, and hyperglycemic coma. Only honey can do that blood sugar. So diabetic patients should eat honey every day. Because wild honey, the sugar in the honey does not need insulin. It can be burned by the body. You eat in the absence of insulin. If you eat foods right now, it will take 30 minutes to 1 hour to eat to be digested, to be converted to energy. If you eat honey, wild honey, within 5 minutes, your energy level is 100%. So you're on top, you're very strong and thinking, okay, it's okay. Now, why is it that the milk should be unpasteurized? In 1861, Louis Pasteur introduced pasteurization of milk and honey and food, purposely to destroy bad bacteria o kaya disease-causing or pathogens, bad bacteria, if they are in the milk. But pasteurization kills only 90% of the bad bacteria. 10% will be left. Like tuberculosis is not killed by pasteurization. Typhoid is not killed. Ambulant fever that causes cattle disease that is transmitted to us is not killed. But pasteurization kills all the good bacteria. Lactobacillus, bifidobacteria, they are destroyed by pasteurization. So what will happen after pasteurization? All the bad good bacteria are gone. The 10% bad bacteria that are left will create an epidemic. So with pasteurized milk, there are several epidemics. With unpasteurized, there is not a single epidemic worldwide. And yet, the whole world is claiming pasteurized milk is better than raw milk. Okay, another thing. If the milk is unpasteurized, the antibodies for all diseases are there. Antibody for tuberculosis, hepatitis, HIV, cancer. Say it, everything is there where the cattle is exposed. That's why breast milk is the best for baby, right? Because breast milk contains all the antibodies for the mother. So babies that are breastfed, they don't need immunization because they are effectively immunized by the mother. But the immunization does not last long because it is passive immunization. When you say passive, the antibodies produced are only borrowed from the mother. It will last only a few days or a few weeks. But if it is active immunization by the vaccine or by being exposed to the disease, it is longer, sometimes lifetime. So, if the mother has no more milk, then you give the baby unpasteurized milk as a substitute. Because unpasteurized milk contains all the antibodies. Now look at the dogs, the puppies. So long as they are sumususo pa sila, breastfeeding sa other, they are okay. The moment you give away the dogs while they are still breastfeeding, all of those given to the neighbors will die. But the one that will remain will live because he completed the breastfeeding time. At that time, after that, the dog could already produce antibodies. So breast milk is still the best for baby. But pediatric formula is devoid of cream and is also pasteurized. So what will happen to the baby? Then you will see the importance. And pediatric formula is the antibodies are gone with the wean, normal antibodies. So what will happen then? They will be exposed to all diseases. Okay? Without the cream, the cream contains CLA, butyric acid, butterfat, which I'll explain later, which will stabilize the intestine. If the CLA is very high and the butterfat, what we call short-chain fatty acid, butyric acid, medium-chain fatty acid, caprolic, capric, and the other one's lauric acid, it will stabilize the skin. No lesion will come, no allergies. But you look at the children with pediatric formula, their skin have so much allergies here and there. Because they need cream of the milk. But what did they do? In a preparation of pediatric formula, they replace the cream with corn oil, canola oil, soybean oil, sunflower. And this cooking oil, polyunsaturated, can lead to cancer. That's why cancer is the #1 killer in pediatric patients in America, because nobody breastfeeds. Everybody has to be given pediatric formula, so babies die of cancer. And because there is no more CLA, there is no more short-chain medium fatty acids, they develop liver problem, they develop Crohn's disease, they develop gallbladder disease, cirrhosis, and so on. Damage, everything is damaged, and the only prevention will be short-chain fatty acids. Okay? So you can see, and these are called saturated fat, and they are being thrown out. And these short-chain fatty acids are very important for brain development of the baby, and also for eye development. So since the babies are given pediatric formula with no cholesterol, no saturated fat, they are already wearing eyeglass everywhere you see the little children. And you cannot control the temper. They become temperamental because you need cholesterol to stabilize the brain. Without butter, the babies become hyperactive. Okay? And another thing, in the unpasteurized milk, God has put there a lot of enzyme. And this enzyme, what is enzyme? It's like in chemistry, catalyst, it speeds up reaction. With enzymes, you can repair within few hours, few weeks, few days. Or then without enzyme, it will take you years and years, and you can never repair that anymore. So very important, antibodies and enzyme. But the enzymes are destroyed at 67 degrees centigrade. It undergoes protein denaturation, and it's no longer useful. So you cannot heal damaged liver. You cannot heal damaged kidney. You cannot heal damaged brain because you don't have enzyme. And the enzymes to heal are all in the unpasteurized milk. Don't think that milk is only good for him. It's good for all of us. That's why the Lord said, so that you may live long in the land that I'm going to give you to possess, a land flowing with milk and honey. No limit to the milk until 900 years old. Okay, and the antibodies, once they are heated up to 67 degrees centigrade, remember pasteurization is 75, the antibodies turn around. They are no longer helpful to you. They are no longer your guardian angel. They are already your enemies. They become Dracula, and the antibodies become what we call autoimmune antibodies. So what will they do? They will damage the heart, rheumatic heart. They will damage the kidney, autoimmune, IgA nephropathy. Your own IgA is causing damaging your kidney. Your own antibody is killing you. They will cause autoimmune damage of the pancreas, destroys the islet of Langerhans to create what we call infantile diabetes or juvenile diabetes. And what is the cause of juvenile diabetes? If the baby is fed breast milk, no diabetes. But the babies are fed pediatric formula, so diabetes become rampant everywhere, juvenile diabetes. And they develop asthma, also autoimmune disease. Later on, the STD drug is autoimmune, systemic lupus erythematosus, and so on and so on. We have everywhere autoimmune disease because pasteurizing milk destroys the antibody and create what we call autoimmune antibodies. Another thing, the milk also contains active protein. Okay? From casein, which I will present, globulins, macroglobulin, okay, alpha globulin, at least 4 to 5 active proteins. And all these active proteins behave like antibodies. They destroy cancer, bacteria, virus. They are not antibodies, they are only protein, but they can alter the DNA of bacteria, virus, so that they become useless. And all these active proteins are destroyed by heating. So if you have cancer, by just drinking unpasteurized milk, you get antibodies to kill cancer. You get 4 active protein to kill cancer. So you have already 5 things in the unpasteurized milk. What more? Unpasteurized milk. Now let's talk about the cream. The cream of the unpasteurized milk contains vitamin A, D, E, K. And all of these are natural vitamins. They are not synthetic. I'm not talking about synthetic. I'm talking about natural. If it is natural, there is no toxicity. Toxicity is found only in synthetic vitamin A. Vitamin D2, synthetic. Vitamin K, vanadium, vitamin KY, which can destroy the liver and cause hemolysis. But the natural vitamin K, K2, K3, the natural vitamin A, fat solubles, like cod liver oil from the liver, and the natural vitamin D you get from LDL cholesterol by being exposed to the sun. They are the ones that I'm talking about. Okay. So what will this vitamin do? Again, vitamin A and D are involved in gene expression. The normal DNA regulated RNA synthesis of protein is controlled by vitamin A and D. If you don't have good quality vitamin A and D in your body, you get cancer. So you see, cancer can be controlled by proper nutrition. Not only chemotherapy. Chemotherapy kills cancer, but it kills your stem cell. Your stem cell will go down to 0. The stem cells become red blood cell, white blood cell later. So you become anemic. Your white blood cells don't function. You get infection everywhere, and you bleed and bleed because your platelets cannot be produced. But you don't find this in natural food. Okay. So vitamin A, where do you get that? Natural vitamin A and D, the best source is the liver. That's why I instruct all the patients to eat liver every day. Especially if you have cancer, if you have kidney failure, you have to eat liver because liver is a source also of the hormone erythropoietin for the production of red blood cells. And the liver is the best source of natural vitamin A and D. Superpower anti-cancer. In studies lately, they found out in winter countries, with winter, if they will only increase their natural vitamin D intake to 2,000 per day, they can reduce the incidence of cancer by 50%. If the incidence is millions, 100 million, they can cut cancer by 50,000. 50 million, okay? So, drastic reduction in the incidence of cancer. Another thing, vitamin A prevents infection. It stabilizes all lining epithelium, the skin. The skin, without vitamin A, you will have eczematous skin, damaged skin, allergies every now and then, without natural vitamin A. And vitamin A stabilizes the eyes. The cornea, the one that you see that is black, is a transparent thing. Behind is the retina. So what you see is the retina, the black thing. But in front is a transparent thing, and that is the cornea. If your vitamin A natural is normal, the cornea is excellent condition. But if your vitamin A falls, the cornea will dry up. And then you get superimposed infection. You'll be going to the ophthalmologist every now and then. But the best treatment is only to take vitamin A natural. You will get infection. That's only secondary. And your vision will be affected. You get night blindness if you have vision. It affects the rods and cones, which is the area for vision in the teeth. Now, what about the effect of vitamin in the mucous membrane? Gastrointestinal tract, respiratory tract, genitourinary tract. Well, if you have enough vitamin A, with a lot of liver, egg yolk is also a source of vitamin A. All fat-soluble vitamins are in the egg yolk. Okay, in the liver, in the egg yolk, and in the cream of the milk. So if you don't have enough vitamin A, you produce mucus, and with the mucus is the secretory antibody, secretory IgA. So every time you release mucus, IgA goes with it. All right. So you are protected by the mucus of the respiratory tract. But if you take inhalers that contains atropine, it is being given to patients in the lung center and so on with atropine, it dries out the mucus. If the mucus dries up, then you don't have any more mucus to protect you because the mucus contains IgA, immune globulin A, secretory antibodies to stop the growth of bacteria, virus, and cancer. So that's why many people are with urinary tract infection. They keep on coming to their doctor. Why is it that every month I have to take antibiotics and it keeps on recovering? The problem is he lacks vitamin A, natural. So you see the function of vitamin A. Now vitamin D. Where do you get vitamin D? Vitamin D does not come from the sun. Vitamin D, yes. Yes, all liver, except I don't eat pork because it's in the Bible. Okay, all liver you can eat. Okay. Okay na, gusto niyo ako mag-start o tapusin ito introduction? Tapusin ang introduction. Okay. With the Queen of England, you use Queen. If you are working dito sa Malacanang, you use President Butter. 100%, huh? Like Angkor, there is the 50% butter.